Glacier Shard!
You're stupid. I have no time. Of course. See to it.
You're stomping through my... Yes, a sorcerer. Disciple of blood. Brachus Rex. That wretch is but a thrall, a tool. But the conduit trust his unwillingness to cooperate has proven something. She is our leader, Leandra. But no, you are not worthy of such. He was the greatest sorcerer ever to have lived. His P will aid us in our... You mean I'll put it simply, if imbued with... To save, considering the...
Unbearable!
You are well within my reach now.
This little trick of yours. Counselor Jake, made undead. How dare you waste your time on petty tricks while Brachus Rex is still— Curse yours! I have no time.
Of course,
See to
you're considering.
I need water.
Let the blood of our enemies be your motivation.
Secured dragon blood of fine vintage.
is its own deliverance!
Potent heat.
modern all the way to my boot soles.
Dear dead Evelyn told me you had landed in Sicile, drawn to my sword. Well, here I am, a man no longer, among the very same. Jake, counselor by day. Swing, do you contest it? Huh? You presumptuous dog. Leandra! Leandra! Oh, blessed that it wasn't to be. I was struck down in the prime of my sorcery, and by whom? Leandra's own sister. The pox upon her. My murder, a tale of woe. The time, a misty midnight. The place, the King Crab Inn. The conduit was there to meet with this stranger, and had tasked me to stab. I heard sounds of passion at first, but later of anger. She swerved past me, and oh, I can see a man lay on the floor, struck down and ready for my knife, which I plunged deep in. But not a moment later, Ikara burst through the window, and I was defenseless. She savagely tore my life from my body. Ikara! Ikara! I spit on every syllable. They call her the White Witch. She is powerful in her own right, but never very little indeed. What concern was that foul woman of mine? She shunned her sister's teachings. Can you believe that? She could have been the very... Oh, take vengeance upon her, blessed Leandra. I invoke you. Open her veins, bleed her dry. Give her a function, a foolish grasper. She who thought herself the conduit's favorite, when she realized the conduit had been in the night I was killed. She brought me back to unlife so that I would reveal what I knew. She wanted to work her way back into the Yes, yes. The king from Brackus Rex has no equal, hunter. His knowledge of the source is out. The hour is nigh. You do not realize it yet, but his axe is when I am of little use to Leandra's cause now. My world...
The immaculate snake sprouts a new head wherever we look. If our murder victim's one of them crazy cultists, anyone could be.
Maybe you are one of them without really knowing it, Medora. I know you to be paranoid enough to contemplate the possibility. So, contemplate. May the pain wrought by sword and sorcery stalk this stiff, stirring strumpet beyond the... She dabbled with flesh. The true necromancer. It is life he wants to command. Immortality. Achieve this, and the screams of agony will not have thundered forth from tortured throats in vain. They will be forgotten in the maelstrom. Ugh. You keep your minds on a tighter leash than a priest his hidden desires. What is humanity, after all? But a gathering of germs from which an exalted few may pluck the subject their studies require. Glory be this noble pursuit, tainted as it may be by the blunders of simpletons like Evelyn. Let us eradicate such vermin. So now to pursue said promise with head.
Oh! Room for one more.
By Parbatha's silver talons must we linger so. I can tell you if you wish, but you'd have to listen to the tale of my... Yes, let's get this over with. Once upon a time, I was a king in a land of beauty to the east. A land of tigers. I was a young king, handsome and all-powerful. Every nobleman would have killed his own brother if I promised it. I knew my life as a sovereign would be self-indulgent. And so a handful of years went by. The king's throne I myself occupied, whereas the queen's throne remained. But then one day, a young woman visited my kingdom. She was a poetess and a storyteller. People flocked to her, listened to her every word as if Hiraka. How I miss her still. Miss the brilliance of her mind that would... Oh, and how I miss her body. 1,000 artists I could have commanded, show me beauty. But she would have effortlessly, and yet, true happiness, that commodity more precious and even more fleeting than the dominion of kings, it was an unparalleled horror. Scores of physicians flocked to my bedside. They traveled from realms across the seas hoping to cure the mighty J, but none of their potions took effect. Their salves seared, but did not soothe my fading flesh. Like a ghoul I looked, unburied yet risen from the grave. That, Hunter, is a tale for later. I realize I haven't answered your initial question yet. Why it is that I Good. No.
Who would have thought it? Jehan, an all-powerful king, stricken by a horrid plague, the memory of which plagues him still.
No wonder. From the sound of it, he was at...
The higher your station...
Source Hunter, you have done it, haven't you? You've by the gods. No one could have predicted such a dark turn of events. Forgive me, this news just so very upsetting. This thing. I do. I do indeed. Brachus would unseat the king of demons in sheer perfidy, and the possibility of his return is more than I can bear. And Ikara, that she has been dragged into this sorry business adds insult. There have long been rumors that Brachus's corpse was interred in the vaults beneath the abandoned church of the... That place is crawling with undead these days, so the rumors may well be true. Well, Leandra, come to think of it, did anyone in Evelin's lair mention... It's nothing, Hunter. Nothing. My mind is reeling, but she is a great woman, Hunter. A champion of all that is good and pure. She may have killed Jake, but then again, I can only surmise that she is on to her sister's sinister schemes. which makes me Leandra. I know her, though I haven't seen her in years. As you know, she and Ikara are sisters. She's as smart as 10 wizards put together, Hunter. Now, you said Jake and Evelyn called her the Conduit, didn't you? There's a village in the forests north of Sicil where a new religion has taken hold. Its followers call themselves... This village is called Silverglen. And if my suspicions turn out to be correct, there is sorcerer... Alas, I haven't the foggiest. Another sorcerer... The Legion didn't find a second body at the scene of the crime, so maybe he escaped with his life after all. And I will see if I can find out more about Ikara's involvement. But in the meantime, please...
Bringing up Brachus Rex's name alone is enough to turn our friendly neighborhood wizard into a scare, and so the mystery is solved. Councillor Jake was murdered by this so-called White Witch Ikara. But as it stands, I guess our next concern is Brachus Rex.
Then we know what we must do next.
Then again, our mission was to solve...
So good to see you again, Source Hunter. I shall be very glad to by all means. For 2 years, or still, my legionnaires, I'll grant you...
I needed that.
Oh, what? So, let me get this straight. There are insidious sorcerers running about town that turned a council ambassador into a zombie for sport, after said councillor was murdered by Belagar's nebbers. Sounds like a fantasy tale mothers tell them. Anyway, be these truths, half-truths, or outright lies, it seems to me your business... Ah, the Source Hunter. And so, anyway... if you must. I heard she has a cottage. Would you take me? We may well stand on unholy ground right now.
How can I help you, my friend? By all means, I can't say, but certainly. Oh, that'll never. I'm my own wizard, you know, and I don't intend to become anyone's familiar. Source Hunter. Welcome, welcome.
About face! To the barracks! Not! Recruits! That was sloppy! Again!